Coffee Break Collection 13. Weather. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. A Remarkable Thunderstorm by William Wallace Campbell. The thunderstorm, which occurred shortly after midnight of February the 18th 19th, gave an exhibition of fireworks and noise which the Lick Observatory community will never forget. The conditions were very dramatic. When I was first awakened, the interval between the flash and the thunder was 10 seconds. Then it was successively 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4 seconds. This meant that the storm was approaching us and that the electrical discharges were less than a mile away. Next the interval was 3 seconds, and I felt sure that we were in for trouble. The two following discharges were 2 seconds or less away, and it is probable that these were the ones which connected with the steel dome of the 36-inch refractor. A few seconds later there were 2 discharges which must have hit the hill on which my residence stands, Ptolemy, for the swish of the discharges through the air was heard a minute fraction of a second before the blinding flash and the deafening crash occurred, the flash and the crash being simultaneous. Having paid its compliments, the storm continued on its way, with increasing time intervals between flash and report. The lightning struck many times within the region occupied by the observatory buildings and residences. The great dome was struck once certainly, and twice probably. A small fire was started at a harmless point in the basement of the great dome. It was found promptly, and put out without effort or excitement. The electric lighting and power plant and the telephone system were early put out of commission. Fuses were melted in all of the buildings, and many electric lamps were exploded. Coils in several of the electric motors were burned out, copper wires were melted here and there, and all of the meters which measure the flow of current in the various buildings were damaged. Fortunately, there was no personal injury. California is remarkably free from thunderstorms, except in the high Sierras, and it was quite out of harmony with our traditions that Mount Hamilton should have serious trouble from this source. We are considering ways and means of future protection against lightning. Lightning discharges on Mount Hamilton seem to be closely associated with sleet storms. The disturbance of February 18th to 19th was accompanied by a downfall of diminutive hailstones. The ground was covered with ice balls a quarter of an inch or less in diameter. I recall that on 2 or 3 former occasions a fall of sleet was accompanied in each case by a single, sharp discharge of lightning, which occurred without warning and did not repeat itself. W. W. Campbell. End of A Remarkable Thunderstorm